Hi there, my name's Vince from mymatevince.com, and in this video today I'm going to show you how you can connect your Joy-Con controllers from your Nintendo Switch onto your Android mobile cell phone, so you can use the little game pads as a controller for your Android games. Now unfortunately this won't work on Apple devices. I tried it on this little Apple iPod and it wouldn't even recognise the Joy-Con controllers as a Bluetooth device. So at the moment we are connected to the Switch. You can see that the Joy-Cons are synced up to the Switch. So let's just take them off, and what we have to do is we have to use Bluetooth to connect them to the phones. So let's just try this Joy-Con to begin with. Now at the moment this is still synced up to the Switch, so we're going to have to put it into pairing mode, and if you have a look there's a little black dot there that we're just going to press in. So there's just a tiny little flush button that you just need to push in and then it will go into pairing mode. So push it in for about a second or two, and now you can see it's gone into pairing mode, so it's looking for Bluetooth devices. Now on your phone, different ways of doing it, so I'll show you one way on this phone and then another way on that phone. So on this phone I have to use two fingers to bring down this menu, and then what I'm going to do is first of all I'm going to turn on Bluetooth by just tapping the Bluetooth symbol, and then I'm actually going to tap on where it says Bluetooth, and now it's brought me into the Bluetooth menu. So I'm going to go to more settings, and already it's found available device Joy-Con R for the right one, because this colour here is the right hand one. When I do the next one it will be L on the blue one. So R stands for right, so I just need to tap that, and now it will say pairing, then it will go to connected, and then if you have a look at the Bluetooth symbol up there, when it has actually connected you will get two dots either side of the symbol, and right now that Joy-Con is now connected. So it's as simple as that. And if you have a look at the menu here, you can just scroll around the place and then pick what you want to pick. So I'm just going to show you a game. Now with this it will only work like this. You can't use a Joy-Con grip and put them both in together, so although you will be able to sync them both up to your phone, you can't use them both at the same time like you do when you're playing the Nintendo Switch. So you can't use them like this, you can only use them like this. So obviously you are limited to the amount of buttons, so it's only going to work on very simple games, for example like car racing games or hill climb and stuff like that, because other games, for example if normally you were to use like the right trigger to shoot or the left trigger to do something else, then you haven't got these buttons. You've only got two buttons up the top here. Normally when it's in this mode here you've got four buttons up the top, and also you will have to play around with the buttons to see what does what, because it's not always standard. So for example in some games this plus here might shoot the gun, and then in other games that button here, instead of braking, it might change the camera angle. So you're going to have to play around with the games, but the reason I like this is because these are really small and light. So for example, you put your phone in your pocket, no problem, but you're not going to put your Xbox controller or your PlayStation controller in your pocket because it's too big and bulky. But this will hardly take up any room at all. So it's just a nice little benefit to be able to play a game on your phone without having to use the touchscreen. So a game that does work really well is a game called Asphalt 8, which is a car racing game. So let's see if I can use the Joy-Con to actually load it up. So I'm going to go to there and I'm going to try and press A. Right, and that's brought me into it. So now I'm going to put that there, and it says here gamepad disconnected, and now it says gamepad connected because I had this testing beforehand. So I'm going to go to resume, so I'm going to press A to resume, and if you have a look now on this particular game, let me just pause it for a second. On this particular game the home button here is pause, this button up here is to change the camera angle, Y is to brake and reverse, X is to boost, and A is to accelerate. So it's nice and straightforward, and it does actually make sense. They are the kind of buttons that you would normally use, so it's quite nice because these buttons are a bit small to be accelerating. So in this particular game it works really well. So let me go to A, and also just to let you know, it will keep going like that as if it's pairing, but it has connected. It will just keep doing this, so the battery life might not last as long as when you're playing it on the Switch, but a flashing LED light isn't really going to use up much energy. So let's go to A. Right, so A to accelerate, Y to brake. You can see Y is also reverse, so after you brake it then goes into reverse. Change the camera angle is this button up here. Immersive, action, fixed, and close. Alright, so let's try boost. And there doesn't appear to be any lag at all. This one works really well. Press X for boost. Oops. And then try to break around the corners. Oops. When you press in on the analog stick, it also pauses the menu. So let me go back to resume. Yeah, there you go. So that game does work really well. And then you can go to quit race. That's it. Now let me just show you another game working, just show you Hill Climb, a very simple game. And on this one, it's nice and easy. You just do right to accelerate. If you have a look at the gas and the brake, you can see that the gas is down when I put the analog stick to the right, and then when I put it to the left it goes to brake. So gas, brake, gas, brake. So in a game like that, that works well as well. Okay, now I'll just quickly show you connecting up the blue Joy-Con controller to this phone here. Right, so on this one I'm going to go slightly different. I'm just going to hit this icon down here, and I need to find settings, and you go to Bluetooth. I'm going to turn it on, and now I'm going to hit this button here, because remember this is still connected to the switch over here. So hit this button here to put it into sync-in mode, and there you go, straight away it comes up. Press it. Then it will go to pairing, then it will say connecting, and remember the Bluetooth symbol up here? When it goes to connect, you get 2 dots across it. And that's it. Again, you have to hold it like this, and you can see now that it's connected. I'm just going to show you how to disconnect these things. So if I want to disconnect this red one here, I'm just going to go into the Bluetooth menu again, and you see where it says Joy-Con R. I'm just going to tap that, and then it says connected. I'm just going to hit X. Hold on, there. And can you see the lights have gone out, and now it's no longer connected? Again, if you haven't got that menu, you can just go to here, go to settings, Bluetooth, and then where it says Joy-Con connected, you can just hit it there, and it says this will end your connection with your Joy-Con left, which is this one here. I'm just going to press OK, and there you go, disconnected. And to reconnect them to your switch, just like before, all you need to do is put them on here, and then it will just pair up again as soon as you put them back onto your switch. Okay, so that's the video. It's a nice little handy thing, especially with these things here. I know you can already connect like your PlayStation 4. You used to be able to connect your Xbox One controller. You can still do it to certain phones and tablets, but they're big bulky items, and for a lot of games this is all you need. So it's a really really useful thing. What I'm thinking it might be handy for is, you know, the VR goggles. So if I was to put this phone in my VR goggles, then these would be nice little controllers to be able to do the VR games with. But I hope you liked the video. Please give it a thumbs up if it's helped you out, and please subscribe for more how-to videos.